Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Cut.
They'll run the option. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22.
Gaucho.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Got it.
The Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Pound 55.
Snap it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Let's go.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And I think QB's rushing, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4th down. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Western Michigan! Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Bobcats have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on... Where is Waldo Stadium? Kalamazoo, Michigan. It is the home of the Western Michigan Broncos, and the fans have been eager for this showdown for a while. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the Memphis Tigers taking on the 11th-ranked team in the land, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down.
Listen. 29.
Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Got a man. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Memphis wants to move quickly.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll go to the ground. Dances away from one. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick release on the RPO. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Here we go.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And stampeding through the defense. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Cut it.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Here we go.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming.
Get set. Get set.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
PAT unit on the field. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Okay,
The
ready.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Ready.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Green 25. Ready, go.
He's got it again. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
Ready.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
In blue. In blue. Ready.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 feet.
Here's the handoff. Hard running there. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on, so they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On the double.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Clear. Clear.
He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Memphis picking up the tempo. On 3rd down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose. At the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Here we go. Ready.
Try to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense.
On the
A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Ready,
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Quick release by the QB.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
From the gun, running back on the move. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing in this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They think there's room to run to the right here. Into the spin cycle and forward. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the incompletion, it's second down.
Let's go. Rito. Belly stunner.
He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Tigers will hustle to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UNLV looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 14 to Michigan State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be... What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They go to the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Santiago. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Bowls his way forward. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
they're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Broncos will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Burns. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Longer.
He's looking to throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Looks as if he's going to run it. Strong, firm tackle.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. Dances away from the heat. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He lofts one down the sideline. Complete to the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yankee blue.
Corner's going to give them room. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to him. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, running back gets the give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Memphis wants to move quickly. He wants to throw here on second down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Defense in press coverage. He finds his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
Man, I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And it's no good. He missed it. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Oh, look out, there he goes! And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast.
Oh, look out! Inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A jet sweep pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. Quarterback looks for a little space. Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line.
Well, I think sometimes on 1st and goal like that, you're just trying to get up to the line of scrimmage early. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. So you go quarterback sneak, you find the crease, you plow forward, and it worked. They score a touchdown.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. They'll ride the hot hand. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the left side. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Santiago. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Breaks the tackle. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense...
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Memphis. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Finds his man. It's Murphy. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
The Broncos are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Western Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. Splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They'll run the option. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Right back to the well. Runs through the tackle. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They want that clock to run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like it. Offense, doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. And the pass is intercepted. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And that pass picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds at the 5, and what a job to set up his offense.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
Touchdown, Memphis! And the stomping has commenced.
And after starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing. And because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. And let's see where this team can go.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Sims. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Throws to the wideout. And the pass hits, picked off. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward